everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in for another DRVN Unlimited workout. We're with Coach Jen today. We're going to go ahead and hop into our warm-up here. So we'll start down on the floor, sit our hips back, forearm on the floor. We'll then put our other hand behind our head, connect our elbows, open up and rotate, looking up to the ceiling here. We're going to go 4 reps per side, and then we'll switch sides. Getting some good rotation of the thoracic spine there. We're coming up to all fours. We're going to extend opposite arm and leg out, making sure to not arch the low back here, stabilizing in the abdominals. From here, we're going to tuck our toes in. We're going to lift our knees off. We're going to carefully lift off opposite hand and opposite foot, hovering right above the floor here to really get our stabilizers kicked on. Great job. So then from there, we're going to go extending out to a push-up position. We'll bring our right leg forward, right arm up, rotate, getting into our hip flow here. Open our hips to the side, side lunge, and rotate for an inner thigh stretch. Back to the front, back knee drops down, same side arm comes up. We go back to push-up position, and we'll switch to our left leg forward, left arm up, rotate. Open our hips to the side, lunge and rotate. Back to the front, back knee down. Same side arm comes up. We go push-up position, walking back to our deep squat, making sure you guys walk back far enough that your heels are all the way to the floor. From here, we'll go back out one more round, push-up position, right leg forward, right arm up, rotate. We'll open our hips to the side, side lunge and rotate. Back to the front, back knee down, same side arm comes up. Push-up position, we'll switch legs and rotate. Open our hips to the side, side lunge, rotate. Back to the front, back knee down, same side arm comes up. We're going to go push-up position, walk back to our deep squat, heels all the way to the floor. Do another squat check here. We'll then bring our hips up high, tuck our chin in. We're going for a hamstring stretch here. Let your head fully relax. Breaths. And then we're going to come back down into our squat. We're going to bring our hands up, and we're going to stand up from that squat. All right, so that was our modified hip flow. We are going to go ahead and hop into our workout now. Starting with our active warm-up, we're going to be getting into some alternating bridges, or alternating single leg bridges, flipping over to a quadruped and reach, really working with our opposites. For our workout today, we are going to be needing to use those opposites, and I want to make sure we're all warmed up, stabilizing wise. So we're going to do those 2 exercises. We're going to go 4 rounds. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for that transition. We'll just be flipping over nice and quick, but it'll get us warmed up and ready to go. So we'll start down on our backs, getting ready for bridges. And like I said, lifting one foot up, single leg bridge, coming back down. Switching sides, going back up. We got 20 seconds on the clock. Let's go ahead and hop in with me. Engage your core here. Keep it nice and tight all the way up to the top. I do encourage you to get a pause at the top. And time. Now we're going to flip on over. We're going to be on all fours. We're going to tuck our toes in. We're going to lift our knees off, reaching out opposite foot and hand. 20 seconds. Let's go. Almost there, last couple seconds. 3, 2, 1, all right. Flipping on to our back, so that was round 1, we got 3 more. Getting ready for bridges, set, let's go. And time. All right, flipping on over. We got our quadrupeds reach. Tuck your toes in, lift your knees off, and let's go. So the further out you extend, the harder it'll be to hold that balance. If we need to, we just stay close. Lift off really quick, right back down. Ideally, our knees stay floating right above the floor. And we stay in this kind of close stance here. And time. Round 2, we're done. Heading into round 3 here. We're back to our backs for our bridges. Ready, set, let's go. There you go, almost there. Be feeling those buns working. And time. Flipping on over. Let's get ready. Quadruped position, toes in, knees off, and let's go. Maybe you're dabbling with picking a hand up, reaching that leg out. Maybe we're not reaching both out yet. You lift the foot up, reach the arm out. All right, so play around with this one. 3, 2, 1. That was round 3. Back to our backs. Getting into our final round here. Bridges. Let's go. Get a good pause at the top. Weight should be pushing through your heel. And time. Flip over to our quadruped. Ready, set, let's go. Last couple seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. Now we got our blood flowing. Grab some water. All right. So for our bulk of our workout, we got a 4 exercise circuit, which is going to be working our full body here. I'll talk about each exercise as we get to it. We're going to go one at a time, but we are going to go 3 rounds through the circuit. Like I said, we have 4 exercises, so 3 rounds. 30 seconds on each exercise with a 30 seconds rest in between each exercise. So that's what our intervals are going to look like. Starting off on our first exercise. We're going to be alternating legs. You're going to go back into your reverse lunge. You're going to hop up, place that leg back down, alternate to the other side, hop up. If hopping's not ideal for our bodies or knees, whatever we have going on, I want you guys to reverse lunge and I want you to drive all the way up to that tippy toe. Okay, so you're going up to the tippy toe, right back down, reverse lunge, up to the tippy toe. So you're still getting those same muscles working without the impaction on the joints. Whew. So, depending on where your body's at, pick your variation. Maybe we just want to keep it moving and we just end up going into reverse lunges because that's where we're at. That's fine. All right, so like I said, we got 30 seconds on the clock. I'm going to face you guys so you guys can see it all. Ready, set, let's go. 30 seconds. Always working with that opposite hand, opposite leg moving up together. Halfway. Three, 2, 1. All right. So our next one, we're down to our mat. We are trying for a hollow body hold. So hollow body, you're down on your pelvic, or right on the top of your pelvic bone here. Straightening out is going to be a little bit harder. We're trying to just hold that. If you guys are at this point where you're here, You want to get into some bicycles, that's going to be your progression. But we're holding it for 30 seconds. If you guys need to, you're dropping down to your back. Ready? Let's go. So you're holding. Maybe you want to add 1, 2, hold. 1, 2, hold. So maybe you guys are there. Maybe you guys are on your back, holding your leg out like this with the support on your low back. This is going to be for those of you that have that low back pain. You're holding your legs out, pushing your back down into the floor and trying to hold it here. And time. Any of those variations are great. All going to work the same areas. Some are going to be safer for some of our bodies and some of us not so much. All right? So next work. Oops, excuse me, hiccup there. We're going to be working with the left and right here, but we're going to start going down, lunge out to the lateral, then you're going to go out to the back corner. Coming back, we're going to stay on that leg. Lunge. Back corner, we're going to go 2 in a row, and then we'll switch to our other side. All right, 30 seconds on the clock. Let's go ahead and hop in with me. So we got 1. We're coming down. 2, switch sides. Remember, every 2 we switch. That way we can work a little bit more repetition. Make sure we got that form down. We're not so much working on coordination. But I'm always reaching that opposite hand down toward the opposite ankle. 3, 2, 1. All right. The last one here. Laying down on the floor. You might have heard of these as Supermans, Y's, W's. But here, down on the floor, you're going to go up into a prone facing, which means you're facing the floor. Going up into a Y, and then we're going to make a W. And relax. I'm going to go up, Y, W. And that's the exercise. Ready? And let's go. You guys are feeling like you want a progression. You guys are going to start in your Y's, draw down to your W's, right back up to the Y's. So either Superman soaring long, or you're coming in a little bit closer. 3, 2, 1. Nice work, everyone. Whoop. So that was our 4th exercise. First round through them all. We got 2 more rounds, so this is our chance to progress each one of those to try to push ourselves a little bit harder. I do encourage you guys to push yourselves hard enough that you know you gave it your all today, but not hard enough that we're like, rut row, I don't know how I'm going to feel tomorrow, okay? So we're starting back at the top, reverse lunge, alternating sides with a jump. Ready? Let's go. This one here, let's face the side for you guys. You can see what these are looking like from the side view. I'm always sitting that butt back into these lunges, trying to get the glutes and hamstrings working for me. Me personally, I don't like getting too high off the floor. So you can see, I just got a little jump. I like to play it a little bit more safe. And time. Woo! I just got in the zone on those ones. All right, we're down to the floor here. We're gonna go into our hollow body holds. Deep breaths in between exercises. So this one's probably gonna look different for everyone. Keep in mind your low back. If it's having any pain, lower it all the way down to the floor and keep that back on the floor. Ready? Go. So I'm doing a variation of a hold, and then going right into bicycle for 2 on each side, right back to the hold. I find that's the most challenge for me. I also have a little bit of low back pain here, so I'm keeping my knees bent, which helps me to not engage my low back. Time. So like I said, everyone's variation on that one's gonna look a little bit different. Whew. So we're standing on up. We got our lateral lunge, back to the diagonal lunge for 2 reps, and then we switch to our other side for 2 reps. So I started with my right going out last time. I'm gonna start with my left going out because I noticed I did a few more reps on my right than I did my left. All right, 30 seconds, ready? Go. 1 rep. 2 reps, so we're switching sides. 2 reps. A little bit easier to keep track with the 2 rep system. And time. And we're down to the floor here. Last one of our circuit. So it's the prone Y's and W's. I encourage you guys to lift your feet off the floor in this one too. Engaging the glutes and the core. All right. So we'll get ready in our position. Keep your eyes looking down at your mat here. Y's and W's. Ready? Let's go. As you lift off, keep the chin tucked into your chest. That way we can maintain neutral spine. Thumb should be pointed up to the ceiling and rotate it out away from the body as much as you guys can to really get our muscles around our shoulder blades working best for us. 3, 2, 1. All right, we are cruising through this one. So we got one more round through our circuit. Finish us off for today. Whew. So we're back to our reverse lunge with our jumps. If you guys want to progress, I encourage you guys to get a little bit higher, okay? Like I said, if you guys aren't feeling a jump, I just want to keep you moving. Step back into reverse lunges, I'm happy with that. Ready? Go. Ooh. And time, all right. Towards the end of these workouts, it's hard for me to get that breath as I'm moving to talk. Whew. Hopefully you guys are feeling that sweat coming in. We got our hollow holds into the bicycle. Ready? Set. Let's go. Hold it out. There we go. You guys can. Tall, neutral spine here. Get those abs working a little bit harder. If you're crunching over, it's a little bit easier. If you guys hold tall, neutral, lengthen out. A little bit more challenge. Woo, and time. Nice work. We're up to the top here. We're going into our lateral lunge. Diagonal lunge. Almost there. We got like a minute left of working out. I'll give you guys a good stretch here at the end. You guys got to stick with me all the way to the end though. All right, let's get ready here. Lateral lunge to diagonal for 2 reps and then we switch sides. Ready? Go. Maybe this last round you're trying to move a little bit quicker. Like me here, I'm not even really bringing my feet back together, but I'm able to keep that balance. I can shift right into that other direction. Really just engaging the glutes, keeping my body tight here so we can move in those transitional planes. 3, 2, 1. All right. Last one here. All the way down to the floor. All right, here. Big deep breath in. Let's get ready for our Y's and our W's. Set, let's go. For those of you progressing, following me right here, you're pausing in each one. You're up, you pause. You're down, you pause. Never letting your arms rest on the floor. Those of you that need that regression, rest between each rep. So up and down is 1 rep. Rest between each. 3, 2, 1. All right, nice work. Grab some water, we deserve it. Whew. So as I promised, I'm going to take you guys through a little bit of a cool down, a little stretch routine here. Finish this off, leaving us on a good note. So let's start on our backs, putting our hand behind one of our thighs. Pick whatever one. You guys are here. We're going to extend into a hamstring stretch. And then tuck your toe to your face. And you'll bend and repeat that motion. Dial in on your breathing here. So inhale as you bend, exhale as you stretch deeper and deeper until you need another inhale again. This last one we'll leave straight. We're going to take our hand to the outside of the leg, rotate it so that foot drops all the way to the floor. You're laying on your side. Take that opposite arm, rotate. Forward away from the leg, you're straight. And we'll unwind out of that. We're going to take the same leg. We'll cross that ankle over the opposite knee. We're going to pull right into our chest so we stretch in the back of the glute. Back of the hip into the glute. All right, we'll unwind out of that one. We're going to lower that leg all the way down to the floor. We're going to start with that same sequence here on this other leg now. So straighten, tuck your toe in, bend, exhale, straighten, inhale when you bend. Awesome. On this last one, we're going to leave it straight. We're going to bring our hand to the outside of that leg. Rotate, drop that leg all the way to the floor. Oop, there we go. And rotate that spine. So you get a little bit of chest stretch, also along the spine and down into the hip. We're going to unwind out of this one. We're going to take the same leg, cross that ankle over the knee, pull the knee into the chest. Again, we're stretching behind the hip into the glute. We'll unwind out of this one. We'll come up. We're going to go into a half kneeling here and stretch out the front of the hips now. One knee down, one knee up. We're going to engage the core and the glute. Lunging forward, feeling that stretch all the way through the front side of the leg here. We're going to reach that arm all the way up to the ceiling, kind of arch back just a smidge. Don't engage the low back, just push through the hip more. And then we'll drop down towards the front knee. We're going to switch sides. Again, glute and core engaged, lunge forward. We'll reach this hand all the way up. And a little bit more forward on that hip to get more of a stretch. And we'll drop down, rotate towards that front knee. All right, we'll come up out of that. All right, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in for another DRVN Unlimited workout. As a pleasure as always. So great to have you guys, and I'll see you guys for my next one.